in front of every historic building, you're gonna find bricks leading up to the building in some sort of a way. This one, the bricks point directly to the building. And there's no bricks like this anywhere else around this building here, which has tons of fake limestone all over the place. And this here is pointing, those bricks are there because of this. Every historic building, they have those bricks on the ground somewhere out front to make note of that. There's a wall out front of this building, a wall, and it surrounds the entire building. We can try to take a look here. Rude people in Minneapolis though, so I'm not going to push it in this area, this side of town over here, in the north side. Guy has a bullet hole in his window. Guy had a bullet hole in his windshield, for fuck's sake, so I'm not going to push it. But this building is very impressive in the back of it, so I'm just going to try to do a walkthrough, see if the security guard doesn't mind. Just say hello if anything, but we're gonna just try to get across this dangerous road here. Nice flowers here, look at this. Just cleaning them up. Good work. I like when they clean up the flowers out front of these buildings like this. I like that. And this gate just surrounds this beautiful complex of a building here. Heat came from the bottom up. We got limestone at the base here. It's been all dressed up to look like blocks. And they're not. So, I think this is where I go. The garages are old too. They're made of the old brick, and they seem to be damaged as well. Yeah, here's security right here. I'm just gonna walk through. Look at this building though. There seems to be like some sort of a copper alloy up there in the gutter vents, in the gutters, as well as all that paneling up there. It's a beautiful bright green. It's not showing on camera so much, but these buildings inside of here too, very nice old buildings here. And the garages seem to be old as made of the old brick, so likely using old bricks to make garages. I don't know. But look at this building here. Isn't that impressive? Heat came from the bottom up. Limestone over here. It's not foundation because there's none over here. Likely it's been redone on this side. It has been, but very good work. And look at the terracing top here on the roof. Wow. And then the walls go all the way around. How neat. Look at how beautiful this is here. Wow. Look at that stack up there. Wow. That's impressive. Big bands coming down here. They're burned. Limestone at the base. And this building too, same thing. At the bottom. Coming from the bottom up here. And this beautiful building here. Pretty tough. And then this is, yeah, the back side of it here. So, yeah, much more impressive on this side. Way more beautiful. But see up there, there's green up there. And then the gate goes all the way around the property. Very neat. Yeah, they didn't mind us. They didn't mind me there, so that's cool. Next, we'll go check out the castle. I think it's this way. Over where I don't even know where I parked. Not even sure where I parked, but not a big deal. There's some pump action. And maybe not too many people here. Ooh, an M6. Give me a break. He's got some money, eh? That's an expensive car. Are they technology? Are they church worship centers? I don't know. I'd say machine. I was hoping the M6 would race me. Another beaver. Pretty sure it's the next street. So this is northeast Minneapolis. Yards are raised, stairs going up into the upper levels of the buildings now, the houses. Oh, a vet. Nice. I think this is the way. You better hurry, squirrel. Yeah, you better go that way. Not a good choice. So I'm gonna go this way. I'm telling you, there is a castle down here. I'm telling you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look at the brickwork on the houses here. Wow. So pace of the ground gets lost every now and again, but we find our way around. It's a big building, so we should find it here. Not that way. Hey, there's the M6. Maybe he still wants to race, eh? M6, baby. I think it's this way. And we should be coming up onto a castle here, castle complex any moment. Sorry, I don't know how to hit pause while I'm recording, so you're gonna have to ride with me, eh? They blow the stop signs. Yeah, this way. Okay, get ready for this. Now this here was a brewery, and it's now a library. Okay. Now, John Levi, I was just watching an older show that he did maybe a couple years ago, and he was there's that one we were just at. So all I had to do was go down the street here. I didn't even know, but here we go. What does that look like? Now John Levi was going over some of these breweries that look like castles, and I think he did mention this one. This is the Grain Belt Brewery in Minneapolis. And Grain Belt beer is still, you may have it at your local brewery, eh? Or your local shop. I don't know yet. And the staircases in here are heavenly, and it's all these buildings here are part of this castle complex, whatever it was in the past, I don't know. But they use these castles with walls and castle walls as they use them as breweries around the turn of the century. Maybe they were breweries, but I see all types of 1891 up there, all sorts of ornate, fancy stuff going on. Actually, that metalwork is phenomenal, and I know I can't pick it up with my poor zoom here, but yeah, Grain Belt Brewery. This is not where they're located anymore. I think they're in Wisconsin now, actually. I don't know if they dipped out of state or what, but here we got heat coming from the bottom up on this building here. This was a part of this building, this beautiful building here with the stack. It's a part of the brewery. It was the office, and we've got heat coming from the bottom up. Those bricks right there, obviously having gone through a set event, heat coming from the bottom up, and they were blown out with the building. They were there. They seem to have been bricked up before said event because the bricks inside are melted. They're melty. See, they were good bricks. Now they're melty down here. And see how the mortar is all blown out all around here. And it's not clean. See how the mortar is not clean. We've seen Kieran's work. These two, these were here. These were here. So they blocked up the windows before this event happened. And there's that building back there. And all types of serious iron and masonry going on here. Iron, this was a big, yeah, so this is like a loading dock right here. And we will be traveling right through there in this castle complex here. Now, it's not open right now. I should have came earlier. But why don't we take a look at these geopolymer granite, perfect granite pillars here. Now, there's not once, there's barely a blemish, just a few blemishes here and there, but it shines like glass. It's as hard as a diamond. It's nearly 8 on the hardness scale. This stuff is the best of the best right here. And they used it here as well. Seems to have been done before said event, because all this brick masonry in here is blown out and damaged. Look at the mortar in here, it's blown out and damaged. So this door is for giants. And new door likely, maybe not. But it's gorgeous in here. You don't get much better than this. Builders know what I'm talking about. Look at this woodwork. Builders know what I'm talking about. Look at this woodwork. Builders know what I'm talking about. And this is incredible here. Excuse me, sorry.
Oh, sorry, honey.
Incredible building here, just beautiful. The ironwork here too, over these windows. And I think that's wood inside of there, or that's metal as well. Metal in each one of these window panes. Window panes, all this metal. And these original lamps here seem to be always fitted for electricity. Seem to always have been fitted for electricity. That's for sure. I don't know, maybe not. I think the electricity was different in the past. I don't think it was wired up like with wires, but this is the grain belt. Sorry. There we go, 1893, so 1893. So we got some dates here. We got limestone heat coming from the bottom up. These were likely blocks of, because this seems to be damaged mortar here. So these seem to be those big bricks like I was talking about. These big bricks like you see here, these big bricks. They're big bricks and they were laid like this. The mortar between is damaged and smoked, blown out. Look at the aggregate here, very inconsistent and pretty blown out. Same in between these geopolymer blocks here, which I see the old world using a lot of this stuff. Look how perfect the stairway is here in that old world entryway. This is all old stuff here. This is all the work of the past. This is not our doing. Look at this ornate detail here. It's stark, it's phenomenal. Look at this old world. It don't get any more old world than that. They were so basic and so simple, yet so advanced and so sophisticated with everything they did. And these are castle walls here. You know what castle walls look like. Beautiful evening tonight. And look at these castle walls here in front of this huge, enormous castle. Now we can walk through the gate. It's open. This one was open until I walked through it one night and they shut the gate. It closed it on me. Seems to be all original ironwork here, very ornate. It's all symmetrical designs. Look how beautiful this is here. Symmetrical designs. It's a bit offset now. It used to be raised up over here. Likely was lower like that during said event. These hinges right here, because the building's sagging down, bricks melting together. Look at the mortar here, melted and damaged. That's why likely this gate here with the original sharp points on the top here, as sharp as arrows. is offset now. They're not equal. They're not sitting at the right height anymore. Likely because of the brick damage and stuff like this along the hinges. See how damaged it is right around that hinge right there. That is why these are not standing straight anymore, but they were. And look what they have all around these buildings. So it seems to, so here we have a brick structure. Likely some new granite put in here. It looks like some new granite, but maybe not. You gotta look at the mortar, and the mortar looks quite damaged actually in between here. I'm not sure if it's just messy, but it looks pretty old and damaged, and it matches the mortar going into this obviously melted, damaged mortar here. So I would say that likely these are these original. They had these on the buildings around certain entryways like this. New bricks on the ground, flat as glass, great work, flat as glass, shine like glass. And these are bricks. These were regular bricks in here, regular sized bricks. Here's one right here still as limestone. And they were just regular bricks. All of them were, they've come together, bricks coming together as one, melting during the party. You don't put one big kitty wampus block in a perfect wall in a castle like this. That would not be okay. That would get somebody killed during castle era period times. Give me a break. That gets you swung up right here in the middle. That would get you swung up right here in the middle. Swing you right here in the gate. You did something like this. You did something like this right here. Or something like this right here, but these big kitty wampus blocks in a perfect construction like this, a perfect castle like that. Big kitty wampus block like this, they would sling you up right here and swing you right here in the doorway for everybody to come play piñata. Give me a break. Play piñata with you. So that's bullshit. You can't buy into that stuff. This is a melted brick structure. These are melted bricks. They're not blocks. Look up here. Where are the blocks up here? Why are we using potatoes up here when we're using perfect giant blocks, eh? And why are we choosing to use this stuff with it? We don't do that. That would get somebody swung. That would get somebody swung. You know what I mean? Look at the base here, melting down, melting away from the structure itself, melting away from the structure itself, melting. Actually, no. This is the actual geopolymer base here. It's original. It's a band, and they always. A lot of the time, I find this limestone damage from the bottom, the heat coming from the bottom up, stopping evenly and across the building in a perfect uniform line like this. And they usually will hit a band like this. This is a band right here, and the bands will be made of geopolymer blocks like this, man-made geopolymer stones. That's what these are. This right here on the base is melted limestone. They may have been giant bricks. They may have been regular bricks. Hard to say. It looks like they were big blocks, big bricks. We got, like a big one here, a small one, a big one. And, oh no, see, they're not uniform here, so this would likely be bricks down the bottom here. And it's just melt heat coming from the bottom up. They hit these bands and they stop. Sometimes the bands are visible like this on the building, sometimes they're not. But you can see that the bricks, the melt stops, it will stop abruptly across the building evenly. And this is a castle structure. Look at this building here. There's all sorts of domes, all sorts of, there's a huge compass up there. Last time I came here, somebody was shooting guns right here on top of the viaduct here, and that was lovely. So I kind of got stuck in here because I was afraid to go to my car, which was over there, which I parked over there last time. And it turned out to be not a good idea because they were shooting guns, having a good old time over here, going into the north side. So that was ridiculous, but look at the damage here. Yeah, I still have that eerie feeling that I had the last time I was over here because of that now. But I'm not going to let that distract me. So, anywho, look at these beautiful sky windows right here. That's how they lit up these buildings. We can try to take a peek over there and look at the damage up here on the top, and this beautiful ornate banding at the top of the building. And look at how it's damaged out over here in the corner. You got an answer for that, and these guys might have an answer for that, but I'm not sure. But just old entryways blocked up. Beautiful. This is a castle structure. Not sure if we can get a better look at the building from over here. But these buildings over here as well, these ones are a part of the brewery. This one might have been too. This one might have been as well, I'm not sure. But the yellow ones over here, the bottoming house and the warehouse, those as well. We can get a better look from behind over this way. But that's the bottoming house. See here, these little corner bits. And I'll show you something interesting here that I saw with this one. Yeah, I can't get a good look here, but it's a big building, big structure, multi-sectional building. And look at this here. All these damaged sections here on the ends of the buildings and the corners. And all these bricks missing. Come out of place. This tapered stack here is perfectly tapered. It's a brick and tapered chimney stack. And heat coming from the bottom up here on these buildings. And I want you to notice that they're all like castles. They all have these castle corner bits. All these buildings do have these castle corner bits and castle corner bits like this. And they have Antiquitech still in place. Antiquitech still in place. They're not for flagpoles. We don't need that many flagpoles at the brewery. No, we do not. No, we do not. And they're still in place. All this Antiquitech, these rods with these balls. And see if we can get a better look at the building from back here. I think this building here was a part of this system too, with these original iron roofing up here. That's how they did it in the old world. They had these iron. It was either iron like this or pure copper. In this case, it's iron on the top. These ribbed tops, they fasten right into the bricks. Over here, there's some artwork going on because this is the Arts District in Minneapolis. Here, the Northeast Minneapolis Arts District. Yes, that's on purpose. And then this over here is where they're actually making some artwork on some old pillars, granite pillars. They shine like glass. You see they were turned on lathes here. And look what they've done here with this old world beauty. Look what they're doing. They got their little munch over here, and they're having fun. They're having a grand old time, having a fun time, stealing old world artifacts right here. This is an old lid for a likely well, what it says right here. When you see Bros and Co and Bros, and you see 4-letter abbreviations for states, that's old world. This is an old world lid here, likely a sewer lid or something like that at some building, or maybe this was up on a wall. But that's old world. That's why it's here. Everything here is old world. This stuff shines like glass. These are granite, the best of the best granite, just like we saw over there on the building over there. The best of the best granite. It shines like glass, even when it's not polished like this. This is unpolished, turned on lathes. So that's how they did it in the past. Still has mortar on it, mortar melted onto it still on the bottom. They are looting, they are stealing. And look what they're doing here with this stuff. So it shines like glass, it's un-fucking real. This stuff here, this granite here, it's the best of the best granite. This is the best of the best man-made geopolymer stones right here. And it's all facade work, it's all fancy facade work. They are defacing. And this stuff shines like glass. There's no imperfections in this. I can't even see any machine marks. There are no machine marks whatsoever present or visible. None. No machine marks. I'm telling you, none. They're not present. They pour these materials, and look what they do with them. Yeah, and they're doing that, and they're making penises over here. The man is 65 years old over here. He has white hair. He's making penises over here, having a good old laugh. And they're making penises, and they're making all types of stuff. These are walls. Look at the walls here. They're exactly the size of walls. They're each the same here. The walls, here's more facade. Here's more column edge here, and they're poking more spikes, death spikes into this stuff. These are all columns, they shine like glass. These are all columns, they shine like motherfucking glass. This was all facade stuff from the facade work from the past. Beautiful, perfect facade work, and it was all made of granite. So they really removed the good stuff. And here it is, they're making penises out of this stuff. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, they think it's funny. It's not cute. It's not cute, grow up. You're 65 years old, you got white hair. Grow up. So, he's probably over here. That's probably his truck right there. And they're cutting at all this old world beauty here and just defacing it here. And it's ugly, and they're defacing this old world beauty here. And they think it's cute and funny, and it's not. Here's what this was a pillar. This was a pillar, or many pillars, and they've joined them together. And look at the flatness of the top of this piece of granite here. Could make one cry how flat that is, how perfect that is on top here. But they machined it, I think, themselves. Yes, they did. It's very, actually to the touch, it's actually very much not flat. So that was machined by us, but not good work. And they have a table here, so beautiful dog. So pretty. You're so pretty.
She knows you.
Hello.
Skateboard, yay!
Have a nice night. So this is what they're doing. And it's offensive to me, but we will move on. We will move on. I'll go up to the top of this viaduct over here, and we can quickly look and see. Oh, maybe we can get a good look here. That's a good look at the building, the castle. There we go. So what was I going to show you next? So we're in Minneapolis, just outside of Minneapolis. Northeast Arts District, as you see here. So, all these here, I showed you the tech on top of here, but, gee whiz, now I forgot what I was going to show you. But anywho, it's all, you know, these were a part of it. See the castle, like, bits on the top and the corners here. This was the warehouse. The Grain Belt Brewery. Grain Belt is still, in business right now. You can pick it up at your local brewery, shop, whatever. It's not the best. I'm not going to give any lies. I'm not going to lie about it. And so yeah, how about that? How about that? It's not my stuff. It's not my stuff. If it was, I would say it is, but it's not. It's not bad, but it's just not my stuff. A little weak. Little weak. Anywho, I think that's good enough. We can look at the base of this building here. Look at some of these bricks. These melted bricks at the base here. And then I think I will leave you and yours and your little ones. Excuse my language if anyone younger is watching. I better watch my mouth, eh? Because we want the younger crowds to get involved and start watching this stuff, so I do apologize. I have a potty mouth sometimes, but I can change that. And that's what we're doing, we're changing things. So, but if there are any children watching, can you answer me this question? Why do you think that these bricks are right here, mixed in with this building here? See, it's a brick building up here. And then down here, when you look at the bottom of this building, the material seems to be very rough. It doesn't look very good. It looks very ugly. And I think it would be easier, would you not, to build with flat bricks than it would be to stuff a bunch of rocks like this into a building to build it. So what my answer would be is that this here looks to be very melted and hot. Have you ever seen a campfire and what the wood looks like when it gets hot and how it changes? And what things look like when they're burnt? That's what this looks like to me. So my guess would be that likely this building got very hot at one point, and that the bricks melted together. They turned into this material because they were these material. I can see that they were regular bricks, right? But then look at this one. They turned into this material, and this is the same as this material. So I'm guessing that all of this came together because we see that they were bricks, right? Stacked up. But then these ones are not stacked up anymore. They came together. Because when things get hot and things get molten, hey, look at the little bug here. But when things get molten, they can mix together, can't they? Like Play-Doh. So that's what I think happened. I think it got very hot and mushy, and the bricks came together as one in many areas. You had two bricks maybe right here. My hands are very dirty. I've been touching a lot of buildings and riding skateboard around, wiping out and such. Not today though. I didn't wipe out today. But yeah, these are bricks coming together as one, baby. You already know the deal. You know? Why would we choose to build with this if we know how to build with this? Those look easier to build with than this. And does this make sense? Is that doing much for structural support, for holding the load of that block above it? Or is it not? I'd say it's not. Are these little potatoes here doing much for the load above them? I would say not. But that's just how I see it. But much more uniform in shape over here on this side as they come into the wall here and still remain as bricks. I love the little stars here too. Look at the stars they put in here. They're all little stars. So I love you all. Take care.